Before we do that, speaking of going viral, we have a segment that we do called Bottom of the Billboard, right? And so basically what we do is just we pick a song every week. Billy and I typically can't agree on what we like.
Fucking anything,
we
really.
can't agree on anything, and our tastes in music are so vastly different. We review the song, and then we decide whether or not it goes on to our Spotify playlist, which is called Bottom of the Billboard. Bill, what'd you pick this week?
We put board at the end of it. That's it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. Today I picked Creep by Radiohead. Have you heard that song before?
Yeah, fire.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Yeah.
Careful, we don't want to get fucking hit with
Guitar
YouTube licensing.
Hero.
Right
I only know that
Hero.
song because of Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I think it came out. I don't know what year it came out. It had to be like right when.
Creep?
Yeah.
What year did it come out, Chris?
Anyway.
Yeah, it's a tough Google search, I can imagine.
But I love this song. I've always loved this song, and it's really strange to me. That guitar.
Oh, 92. Look at that.
This
92.
Wow, I thought it was a
song
lot
is
younger
older
than
than me, man.
Yeah. Wow.
I thought that was a
Quit bragging.
Damn.
But I've always loved this song. I love when
That's
the
30
guitar
years.
comes in for the first time. The gung, 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 gung. I
Yeah.
fucking love that tone. I think it's their best song, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's
And the numbers show it, but every Radiohead fan and then even the band itself hates it.
yeah.
You can look on Spotify. We were looking at it earlier. It's got 900 million plays, and I think the next best song is Karma Police, which is a great song. Don't get me wrong, but it has 300 million plays.
Yeah.
Of course.
And that's just a weird thing to happen. Like, imagine being as good as Radiohead, and then that song being like number one, and then they hate it, and then so they don't play it at all.
Well, no, this happens a lot with artists like that, because first off, Radiohead.
That's what I was trying to say. Every band eventually becomes a cover band.
Well, here's what I was saying. Creep is
I'm saying.
It's a good song, but if you're into Radiohead, you don't like them for that, because the
Why
rest of
not,
their shit
though?
is so weirdly obscure, and production wise, it really pushes like it covered a lot of new ground, especially when they were kind of like at the peak of their career. So I think and also they explored a lot of odd times and like just weird shit. You know what I mean? This song was kind of a huge departure from that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it saw obviously huge mainstream success, which is great for them.
They'd probably be nowhere without that song either.
They
No,
wouldn't be
yeah,
anywhere
no.
without
I don't know if I agree with that statement. They wouldn't be as famous as they are right
They
now.
wouldn't be, yeah.
But they already had like their following before that song came out. So it's like if you love Radiohead, you don't love that song because it's such a departure from what they do.
But why not? Why? I mean, I don't get it. Like, it's a song that they wrote, and it's super. I just don't understand. If you're a Radiohead fan, why don't
Have you
like
listened
Creep?
to Radiohead before,
Of
other
course.
than Creep?
Yes, of course.
I feel like you've heard Creep and fucking.
Okay, Computer's like one of a front. Yeah, it's an amazing
I
album.
probably know like 4 or 5 Radiohead
Kid A is
songs,
awesome,
but
too.
But I mean,
Yeah, I don't know
like,
a few.
I will say that I just feel like Creep is probably one of their more digestible songs for a simple
Totally.
Yeah.
for a simple minded
Four chords.
human. Creep is
Yeah.
gonna work out
Let's
perfect.
okay.
relatable,
Let's
you know?
so let's. I want to rephrase a simple-minded human because I would say that the non-musically
Non-musically,
people,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of smart people out there that just aren't super into music, and that song is just
Yeah,
you know what
but
I mean.
I'm talking about from an art perspective.
Yeah,
so
okay.
it's like not
Yeah.
not in the sense of just like they're just completely just aimlessly. I'm just talking about the certain frequencies that musicians more like tension. People who deal with who just go day in and day out. They're used to just a monogamous type of chord progression.
Yeah.
And so then on top of that, they're also used to the least amount of words, especially nowadays. The reason why Creep can still get 900 million is going to keep going is because somebody's going to make a TikTok to it because the phrasing of it is just so simple.
Yeah, totally.
They're going to win off, like, even though they have a great catalog, their main thing that's going to win off their catalog is going to be Creep.
Why did they write it then? And why did they record it and release it?
The label.
Oh, the label's
It's very
They
possible.
pin into a corner and be like, write a fucking song everybody can understand.
The reason why I don't always love that argument is not to say that it's not a dynamic that exists, because it for sure does, but like a band like that, I feel like they just I don't know, I don't like to speculate on things like that, because there's also like the side of it where it's not easy to write like a hit song, right?
Yeah.
So it's like to say that the label was like, put a gun to their head and said, write a hit song, and they just did. It's kind of like it's kind of like taking away from what it actually is to write a hit song. They could have just stumbled upon it and were like, yeah, that's a catchy song. It's different, but we could do something with that. And they do it, and it became like a huge hit. That could have also been the case, because that happens a lot with artists, right?
I don't know. It just, as much as Tom York puts his heart into every single song that he writes, and like all crazy it is, and then he wrote that one too. Why would you think that he did something else? And then secondly, my favorite part about this song is the history with it is because it became so famous, they were like, we're not playing it. And they didn't play it live for over 13 years.
Their fans probably loved it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But then when they did play it live for the first time,
probably was like,
I can't remember what festival it was at. I think it might have been Bonnaroo or something like that, but there's video of it, and people lost their goddamn mind.
people were probably
That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Like, but can you imagine going to see your favorite band and like, I really love Creep, like, and then everyone would be like, Creep's an awful song. It's like, yeah, but I really like it. And they're like, we're not gonna play it for you.
It's
a weird band dynamic.
No, but like, it's kind of like cool self-awareness, though, right? Like they don't play the song at any of their shows for 13 years, and all of a sudden, like, okay, we know we're doing a pop festival. Play the fucking songs. We know most of the people. Yeah,
they're not going to care about anything else. They're not going to listen to you before you play Creep.
Exactly.
But is it because they don't like the song, or is it like because it had been like
it's probably just
I
got
don't
played
know
out for
why.
them.
it could have been
like the song.
like an emotional thing for
Man,
them. Like,
it
think
could
so?
have been, but typically majority of the hits that you don't know what a hit is, they probably just wrote it like you said, and then it ended up just taking off. And sometimes a lot of the hits that happen are ones that you don't expect.
Exactly.
And what ends up sucking is when people make that who you are.
100%.
So then you have to continually make that. And then that's where the backlash comes, because then you have your mainstream people who are like, hey, we're actually buying your CDs. And some of your fans who just listen to your music and stream it and don't buy it.
Right.
They stream it. They're the ones that's like, oh, yeah, we don't like the song either. Yeah. But then you got to think about it. It hits different when you got a mainstream check.
Yeah, that's true.
Are they returning the fucking royalties and everything?
No, that's
You're right, aren't you?
That's true, but also even though their fans like their diehards aren't buying like the album, maybe they're definitely buying tickets to the shows. And if you and Radiohead's not playing small clubs. These guys are selling out like fucking arenas and shit. Yeah. So let's not pretend like those checks don't look good either.
The band would even describe the single as crap until
the Guardian that
any fans who request this on concert were, oh my god,
we're no, that is
why they really did not like this song.
Anally retarded. Man. That is a quote for the ages, is it not, or what?
Yeah, when was that show then that they played? They hadn't played it since 2009, and
so
then
it says 2008. Success then?
Watch Prince.
Yeah, I mean they're a huge success.
I mean, but personally, like not from stats, but just because the thing is the biggest song is the song that they hate the most. It's not like it's just a song that they don't like. Like
we suck saying
they
cock.
personally
What?
and emotionally are.
It says we suck saying cock. What?
Oh man,
we sucked.
Wait, they're talking about the song?
Yeah.
Every band eventually becomes a cover band.
We were like paranoid little mice in cages.
You know what it could have been? It could have been like that thing when Miles just released those 3 records because he was done with the label.
Bro, nah, that just sounds like they got some personal issues going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like, I wouldn't have sucked Satan's dick. like, not for him to blow up the song that I hate the most.
Yeah.
Like, you sucking dick and singing the song that you hate the most?
Yeah,
that just sounds terrible.
Yeah, you definitely lost out on that deal. Yeah.
But
again, bro, that fucking paycheck is all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, clearly, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
And they're banking off of it now.
Because, I mean, I'm gonna sing that song every fucking where I go if it get me 900 million views.
Hell
bro,
yeah.
fucking, you got that rock band money now. You know what I mean? Like those guys are fucking off that song alone. And by the way, those days are fucking gone. You don't get just like write one hit anymore and call it a day.
You gotta write multiple.
Yeah, you gotta have multiple.
Yeah, you gotta and then just like the
multi no more. You just gotta write songs.
Yeah, I mean, and the multi-level marketing that happens now too. It's like you can even write a few hits. It's like streaming just doesn't pay what the radio paid. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, but I mean, 900 million streams.
Yeah, no,
That's a lot.
You still walk away with what, 50, 60? No, even more than that, like probably like 100, 200,000.
No,
just from that video alone.
No, that's but Radiohead. Let's be real. Radiohead's not making their money off of that song from streaming, right? That's Rock Band. That's syndication on FM radio.
Yeah,
like that's how they made their money on that. Or, movie placement, whatever. That's how they make their money on that song.
The catalog, the working catalog,
right? Yeah. Yeah, just like artists now that are coming up, like like 900 million plays. That looks great, but like that's not setting you up for life. You know what I mean?
No, definitely.
Which I want to talk about. I want to get into like the label stuff now. Which that song makes it in the playlist. Obviously,
how much does it make? It makes $360,000. That's That's a nice.
That's good money.
Here's
That's just Spotify. Then you got Apple Music.
This is yes. Thank you for acknowledging that, because this is a problem that I have with the fucking like older generation talking about streaming and how it's like not a like how it's a bullshit source of revenue for people now. Right. It's like, bro, you guys keep citing one streaming platform and that's the only fucking one. It's like there's thousands of streaming platforms out there that if you're doing numbers like that, all that like add all that together, it starts to look really good.
I mean, just between Apple Music and Spotify, you're already at what, 80,000?
What's that website?
Deezer?
Which one?
No,
look at Tidal, dude. Tidal's
blowing up right now.
Yeah,
bro.
Tidal, dude. That is, hey man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like the older generation that complains about the streaming stuff. It's like first off, you keep referencing one platform. You keep saying Spotify. It's like there's a lot of streaming platforms out there that all pay out similar rates to what Spotify's paying out. So if you're hitting those numbers across the board, then you're still doing all right.
Yeah, you're still doing good.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like and then it's also just like a failure to want to adapt. You know what I mean?
When did Spotify and like streaming stuff really start?
I think like 2010.
Think that early? Not Pandora, but like Spotify itself. Like they were the most popular one. Still are.
I think it was later though, right?
But they were pretty much they were the first ones.
But how pissed? Because when you submit your music, it all starts at 0. How pissed do you think they were again watching it go all the way up? That sucks.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. See the success on a different platform, like
God
20 years later.
We have an actual number.
Yeah,
but then at the same time, then it's like then the royalties, start coming in. And it's like